Right, this is Mike from the Mike James Rock Show. We are at Warped Tour. There's a fire alarm, we think, going off, but Anti-Flag want to do an interview with us, and I want to do it with them, so we'll do that. And if we burn, we burn.
Fuck yeah. When we were in Russia a couple years ago, they had a bomb scare that went off. So we had to clear the whole room, and they had to bring the dogs in, and ultimately the rock show went off, and it was an amazing show.
And everyone probably enjoyed it more because there was a whole camaraderie.
Well, the great thing was we all went outside, so we were hanging out with everybody who was at the show. So it was all right. Broke down the barrier between band and people, so it was good.
That's cool, man. Lots of vodka as well.
Yeah. They wanted me to drink vodka. I didn't drink vodka, but they wanted me to.
Anyhow, welcome back to the UK.
Thank you.
Warped Tour, and then you're off to do a few dates around the UK.
Yep, we're going to be in the UK for a good week or so, playing shows, and then we go to Europe, and then go to Russia again, and all over the place.
This is all in support of the new album that came out, well, in the summer. But
American Spring.
You've been out and toured, I'm guessing, all summer and whatnot with it. There seems to be another resurgence for yourselves and sort of the whole sound in general at the moment.
I don't know about a resurgence because I've been here the whole time. But for me, it's great to be playing shows and have people singing the songs and something that you wrote in a basement a year and a half ago is now connecting with people, and people are singing along with it. That's pretty amazing.
It's cool. Are you finding this for like fan favourites from the album?
Brandenburg Gate is one of the ones that is connecting with people, and it's a love song to socialism, so that makes sense to me.
You've always been like quite political in your stance and your lyrical content and stuff. How's that coming across nowadays? Because like when you first started off, it's a completely different landscape.
Well, since we've been a band for 20 plus years, you realize that politics and activism are a fashion, and they come and go. But there is a group of core people who are there continuously doing the work every day, and they need to be there for when the fashion comes around and when things really need to change. The mainstream comes around to the activism, and so we'll always be there for when that happens. When the mainstream comes around and wants to get their boots on the streets, we'll be there.
Kicking ass and playing the tunes.
Yes.
Soundtrack to a revolution. Yes. Almost.
Well, and it's true. Every revolution, every movement has a soundtrack, and it's never intended to be. No songs are written to be the soundtrack, but it always happens, and there will always be a next generation of music that is the soundtrack to the next revolution.
Very much so. What is it that you think that's given you the longevity? Because you mentioned it just now. You've been around 20 odd years.
We're addicted to playing music. We can't think of anything else to do with our lives, so this is what we do.
Just get out on the road.
Yeah, and it's our passion to be in a room where people are saying the world we're in is a fucked up place, and we think we can make it different. And that's an amazing, intoxicating feeling to be in a room with people that feel that way. And you don't get that when you go to your job. Everybody's like, this sucks. Everybody hates their job. Everybody hates their school. But you go to a rock show and people are looking for something different.
It's escapism as well.
Yeah. Well, it's escape, but it's escape of the possibility that what can happen. And I've often said when the revolution happens, it's not going to be the guys at the university. It's going to be the guys who are loading the stage gear, because they're the ones who can really make things happen. They can build a stage and tear it down in 4 hours, and the musicians are there with the ideas.
Have you started planning for next year at all? Will we see you back in Europe and the UK?
We'll be back probably next summer doing some festivals. Nice. Maybe in the fall doing some of the UK festivals again.
Okay.
But yeah, it's we're always traveling, playing music, looking for a new place to play our songs and to talk about the idea that homophobia is a fucked up idea, and that nationalism is a fucked up idea, and the more people are out there talking that those ideas are crap, the better off we'll all be.
I agree with you 100%, man. It's been a pleasure catching up with you. I hope
the
rest of the UK run is
it's going to be great. It's going to be cold and rainy, just like always in the UK.
Yeah, that's the UK way, man. Like I said, absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for stopping by, man. That's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.